it on light. Okay, remember the spotlight. I don't think so. Yeah, that works. Get some sacred smoke going, man. Sage, not about the lemongrass. What do you think?
These hearts are open. I reach in and come undone. New eyes I needed.
You hear those raindrops, Sam? That's a good thing. But listen, I want you to go in your house for a little while, okay, while I do this? Go in your house for a little while I do this? Can you do that for me? No bone, because I don't want that rattling noise of the bone, okay? You got a toy in there that you want to quiet one, yeah. Quiet. Oh. This friend. Okay. Come on, house. Come on. I know it's closed. Get in there. There you go. Yeah, boy, you got a big pillow, a toy, a towel for some reason you like. I don't know, but it's cool. It's your towel. Guess we can jack with that a little bit, couldn't we? Whoa, where did the balance go, man? Oh, that's weird.
We'll open that vent some more. It's warm in here, Bubba. All right, Sam, if it starts raining hard, remind me to hit that vent, dude. Hey, look at that. We got some people here. All right. Valeria, good morning. Hello, Rachel. Hi, Aaron. We'll get Boogie in here in just a few minutes. Couple moments to accommodate anybody whose clock is not the same as mine. While we wait to begin, if you like to use props, blocks, and straps, and towels and such, maybe have them handy. I think my favorite prop is probably my water bottle, depending on what type of practice I'm doing. Sometimes I like to prepare my room by, in this camper, it's a little easier to do. I'll crank the furnace up and get some heat going, and maybe boil about 40 minutes or so before I start. Maybe boil a pot of water, a little humidity. Doesn't take a lot here in Texas to get the humidity up. But so, depending on what type of practice I'm doing, though, I'll try to get the room a little bit warm, a little bit humid to facilitate the flow of sweat. I don't know, an idea, maybe something you might want to try sometime. Good. I do set this to spotlight video, so hopefully that gives you some privacy when I record these practices and upload them. I know that not everybody wants to have a recording of their practice put out there, so spotlight helps to make that work. You got 2 más minutes. I hope everybody had a very nice holiday. Sometimes that time can often present vicissitudes. And, you know, studies show that, well, I forgot the exact number, but it's over 90% of human ailments are stress related. So vicissitudes, challenges, things like that can, you know, certainly have an impact on our wellness. But really what that tells me, knowing that every day the same thoughts, about 80,000 reoccurring thoughts happen day in, day out. Majority of ailments are stress related. Well, that teaches me that the greatest influencing factor of my life is where my mind dwells. Aren't we lucky to have a practice that allows us just to give us some time of being generous to self, creating distance from all the things. God knows I cannot give to anyone if I do not give to myself a little bit. Hi, Kim. Nice to see you. And speaking of see you, I do have you all again. I got this on spotlight view, so I should be the only one that's able to see you. If you would, it helps me if you have your camera on. I can kind of see your tempo, and I'm not really looking so much for perfect alignment or any of that nonsense. I'm just kind of getting an idea of your tempo, your movement, and you know where you're at with this thing. But of course, you don't have to have your camera on if you prefer not to. It just helps me to best serve you. And all right, with that, we'll go ahead and get started. You know, I don't use a playlist, a music list, because it just doesn't come across on Zoom very well. If you want your own music, you can do that. I'd like to figure out how to work the music. It'd be cool. Grab yourself a child's pose. I think that's a really appropriate way to begin. Just on your mat. Can everybody hear me okay? Hold your hand up if you can hear me. Valeria, do you hear me okay? All right. Kim, Rachel, y'all can hear me? I don't see you, so I gotta. All right, cool. Let's begin in child's pose. Go ahead and get on your mat and just push back into Balasana, child's pose. And if you're not familiar, it's just get on all fours, push your glutes back to your heels. You can reach your arms out in front of you long, or you can run them down your side, reach back towards your heels. That's sometimes kind of nice. And if that's creating a little pain on your knees, you can open knees wide and come down torso between them. You know, there's variations on this. Just take a little time to dial in as we shift into yoga mode. We'll start to create our own little space here, a little sacred space of our very own. Child's pose is nice for that. It's grounding. And to help us do that, we have a couple little breathing things we can do to to tune in. First one is begin to narrow your breath through your nostrils. Lips are together, the teeth are not touching. And just air is moving in and out of your nostrils. And you know, you might be stuffed up and that might not work. If that's you, if that's the case, well, don't do it. Everything I offer is suggestion, not rule. And with breath moving freely through the nostrils, begin to fully inhale, full capacity. I mean, you run the breath all the way to the base of your lungs, those little corners that are never touched. And exhale completely. When you think all that air is exited, see if you can breathe out a little more. Fully inhaling, fully exhaling. And the final portion to this technique is just smooth it out, even. Inhales, exhales. I don't know, a long inhale, exhale, anywhere from 2 to 4 seconds, keeping them even. So we're breathing through nose, very deeply, very steady. There's reason. You know, this is going to be a strong practice. Your muscles will be hungry for oxygenated blood, yeah. But even more, deep breathing requires focused concentration. I mean, it's not natural. We don't walk around our day through the nose, full inhale, full exhale, even cycles. We don't do that. It takes focus. And if our attention is focused on a single point, well, it's pretty damn difficult to think about the other things like bank accounts, elections, genders, all the vicissitudes, the things that tend to creep into our thinker. With the focus on breath, all that stuff just kind of gets distant for a while. This is the beginning stages of meditation, and it is a meditative practice. Oh, and throughout the practice, I'll give you little reminders about breath, but you ever find yourself freaking out a little bit or starting to slip away, come right on back to this breath. You can even come back to this child's pose anytime you like. Go ahead and start to reach your arms a little long, a little pressure into your palms. Tuck your toes underneath. Take a breath of air, big one. Now exhale, begin to straighten your legs, lifting your butt, dropping your head. Our first active pose is called downward facing dog. This is your first dog of the day for some of us, so you know a little bend in the knees might be appropriate. Once you're here, you just start dialing back into that breath and just investigate it. Search, do a little inventory of what's what and where it's at. For a little more sensation, perhaps tilt your tailbone up a little. Maybe begin pressing sweetly into your palms. A little blood starts coursing into your shoulder muscles. It's called deltoids. Your head is heavy, so your neck hangs long. And just take a look at your belly button. That's what it's there for. If you wish for a little more, let your heels sink down. And if you're jonesing for even a little bit more, start gently pressing away from the back of the legs. Just push them away as you guide your armpits towards your ankles. Now just feel everything all over your body. What is what? Where's it at? The sensation. Don't matter what it looks like. It's not what it's about. How does it feel? That's where we're at. Take another breath of air, big one. Exhale, lower both knees to the mat. Bring them together and open your feet a little wider than hips. And just start walking your hands back towards your knees as you lower your seat gently, moderately down between your ankles, keeping the weight of your hands and the weight of your body into your hands. You know, this might be a little fragile yet. And if it's okay, if it's feeling all right, start sitting up tall, shoulders over hips. You can keep your weight into your hands, or you can bring your hands to your thighs or your palms together at your chest. Options, lots of options here. Find the one for you. Some folks like to put a block between their ankles. That's kind of cool, but just feel here. What's contacting the mat? Tops of feet, front of ankles, shins, knees, maybe even sit bones. While you're here, start to narrow your eyes into the perimeter of your mat space. I mean, I don't even want you looking at me. I'm not going to demonstrate a whole lot of stuff. This is like a game of Simon Says. I make a few suggestions. You use your thinking, your discernment to decide if you wish to follow those suggestions. And anything I offer that doesn't feel right, is painful, is not okay, we'll simply modify it or completely discard it. This is your practice. The world is yours here. You do as you please. Breathe. If they're not already there, go ahead and place your palms back on the mat, walking them forward to a table position. And tuck your toes under once again as you exhale, lifting your tailbone, dropping your head into downward facing dog. Yeah, cool. A couple breaths here, investigating. You know, the ancients, they called this Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, for a reason. Dog isn't looking around to see whose ass is higher, whose heels are lower, what color Lululemon my neighbor is wearing. A dog is just stretching and feeling and enjoying. That's all dog worries about. Breathe. About 6 inches at a time, little 6-inch increments. Begin to step each foot just about 6 inches forward. Left foot, right foot, and each step, pause for a moment and press it into your heel for a little stroke along the back of that leg. Each step is a breath. Each breath is a cycle. As your feet come closer, you might find yourself up on fingertips. That's all right. At some point, your feet will be up towards your hands and you'll be forward folded. It's called Uttanasana. And just, knees can be a little bent. Some of us be where we're knees straightened already. It's very, very individual. Knees are in a position where hamstrings are just feeling somewhere between too much, not enough, just right. Breathe. And it's a stretch. It's a moderation, a gentleness. It's not very glamorous. You won't see it on the cover of Yoga Journal, but a forward fold is probably the last movement in the world you want to lose. So don't discount it. Just indulge in it for a moment more. Keeping your hands a little low, maybe on the mat or maybe on your shins. On the big inhale, lengthen, looking forward, lengthen your spine, just glancing out. Completely exhale as you bring your chest back to your legs, head hangs low. From here, open your arms like wings, open them wide. Bring your torso about halfway up, spine is long and flat. While you're here, just start investigating where you lengthen anything you can think of. Lengthening legs, lengthening arms, spine, neck. Looking at the mat, the neck gets long, lengthening breath. Perhaps you want to reach forward, biceps and ears to make it a little spicier. Perhaps you want to reach back, biceps on ribs to make it a little less intense. Find the spot for you for a few breaths. Now, over a big, long inhale, come to standing, shoulders over hips. Let the inhale finish with your hands up high, looking up high. Exhale, put your right hand on your right thigh, bend your body to the right. Just let the left side stretch a little. Inhaling, we come up and switch, left hand, left thigh. Exhale, bend to the left a little bit. Just right side ribs are spreading and opening. Eyes can be up at the elbow or down towards the floor, kind of what your neck is asking for. Inhale, both hands up, reach up, and a back bend might be nice here. Exhale, fold forward, bringing chest to thighs, Uttanasana. Inhale, glance out, lengthen your spine. Exhale, place your palms on the mat and step or quietly hop your feet back to plank. Continue to exhale, bend your elbows, lower all the way down slow. You always have the option to lower halfway. Keep your hands where they're at. Release the tops of your feet to the mat. Inhale, press into your palms, straighten your arms as much as you can without lifting your thighs. It's a back bend called Cobra. Exhale, come back down, chin touches the mat. Tuck your toes under, press to plank. Continue to exhale to down dog. That's just a little dress rehearsal of our first sequence. It's called Surya Namaskar A, Sun A. A few simple movements. We're going to do it again. And start to notice how each move corresponds to a piece of breath. See if you can let the breath carry across the entire movement. If you're ready, let's go. Inhale, tailbone up high. Exhale, step or quietly hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, glance forward, lengthening spine. Exhale, fold forward, chest to thighs. Nice. Spread arms like wings. Inhale, rise up, reach up high. Exhale, drop your right arm and take a little bend to the right. Inhale, reach up, switch arms. Exhale, bending to the left. Inhale, reaching, rising, looking, maybe back bend. Exhale, fold forward, chest to thighs. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank, lower down slowly. Little arm strength here. Inhale for a cobra, gentle and free. Exhale, chin touch, press the plank into down dog and breathe deeply. Good. Just a couple breaths, resetting, recentering. Remembering to bring the nostrils back into the action. A little steadiness. Teeth are still not touching because we're not grinding or straining or stressing. It's a little bit challenging, but definitely nothing we're straining over. Smoothing out, maybe one breath, one move. Let's go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, feet to hand. Inhale, glance out, spine long. Exhale, fold forward, head low. Inhale, stand, reach high. Exhale, drop right arm, bend to the right. Inhale, reach both arms up. Now drop left. Exhale, bend left. Inhale, come center, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Breathing in for a half lift. Breathing out to plank, lower slow. You can chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to down dog. Ooh, good. Just breathe. Recenter. Noticing each time we're in dog, maybe it gets a little deeper, a little more sensuous. Things are changing as we progress, as we move through this stroll. We're just going to get one more of these, but you know what? This is your thing. You can like tune me out and move how you want. Do your own thing if you like. You can lower the child's pose if you like. It's your choice. But if you're with me, take a breath and look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, fold and ground. Inhale, stand and reach. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, rise and switch. Exhale, bending left. Inhale, lifting, rising, maybe back bending. Exhale, big forward fold, chest to the thighs. Breathe in, glance out, find length. Breathe out to plank and lower slow with strength. Breathe in, it's just a little back bend. Breathe out, maybe do a push-up into down dog. Oh, enough of that. Couple breaths. We're going to move in the next sequence, but we're just going to add a couple things. Keep it pretty traditional still. We're still getting going. A little warmer. If some of you are starting to moisten nicely, might be a little sweat happening. That's cool. If you're with me, go ahead and take a breath as you glance forward. Exhale, step or hop, forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift, lengthening. Exhale, once again, nipples to knees, head down low. Now here we go, pay attention. Inhale, lift your left leg up behind you, standing split. Couple breaths here. You can open your left hip up high. You can keep hips level, just kind of where you're looking for sensation. Right leg strengthening by straightening. Left foot, toes reaching away from top of skull. Maybe even moving hands closer to right foot. It's up to you. One more breath, lift a little high. Exhale, lower left foot next to right foot. Ooh. Breathe in, reach your right foot up behind you. Leg as long as you want it to be. And breathing out, we can drop a little lower with the chest or not. Breathing here, opening if you wish, lifting how you please, lengthening as much as you like. One more breath for the right leg to lift a little more. Exhale, right foot down next to left foot. Inhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Reach your torso and arms up towards the ceiling. It's called fierce pose, Utkatasana. Some call it chair. Exhale, fold forward, attempting to straighten your knees. Inhale, glance out, lengthen. Exhale, hands to the mat, plank, lower slowly. Breathing in, little cobra or up dog. Breathing out into a down dog. Just slide into it. At the end of your breath, step your right foot up between your hands. Good. Keep your left heel lifted here. So you breathe in, reach up high. It's called crescent pose. Let's take a couple breaths here. I mean, so often we just blow right through this. It's kind of like a flow. Take a few breaths in crescent. Check a few things. Left hip kind of squaring forward. Right hip kind of squaring back. Reaching away with left heel, left knee is as straight as you like. Right knee, you bend it as deep as you want. Arms are reaching, maybe biceps are behind the ears. You might be looking up at fingertips and getting a little back bend here. One more big breath. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, step to plank, and stay there in plank for just a moment. Now you can use knees anytime you want in planks or push-ups. It's an option, or you can keep them lifted. You can do these next few moves with me, or you can stay in plank, whatever you want. If you like, inhale, bend your elbows, touch your chin to the mat. Yeah, it's called a push-up. Calmly exhale and press your arms straight back to plank. Using knees if you like. Inhale, bend elbows, touch chin, not nipples. Exhale, press. I say no nipples because I don't want you to collapse. Inhale, one more time. Bend your elbows, touch your chin to the mat. Now, exhale, faces calm, press into a plank. Hold plank. Take a big, big breath like you're getting stoned on oxygen. Exhale, lower with some strength and some control. Halfway, all the way, your way. Come on down. Inhale for a little back bend. It's cobra or up dog. Exhale, one more push to plank into down dog. Ooh. Step your left foot up between your hands. Keep your right heel lifted. A big old breath as you rise up to crescent pose. And again, we're going to indulge in this one a little bit because it's just kind of sweet. See what you're appreciating here. Are you appreciating the feel of hips squared? Can you feel that muscle, top of your right leg? It kind of connects your upper body, lower body. They call it a psoas. Some of you might be appreciating some flames dancing on the top of your left thigh. Some of us might be getting a little back bend and enjoying some balancing. Or maybe a few of you are just enjoying the whole damn thing. Take a big breath. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, step the plank, and lower with a little strength, a little control, feeling chest, shoulders, triceps, core. Inhale for back bend. Exhale into downward facing dog. Yeah. Now this is about the time where you might notice the pace of your breathing increasing, breathing a little faster. And it's okay. I never, ever said breathe slow. I said breathe deep, breathe full, breathe steady, breathe even. Never said breathe slow. In fact, I didn't tell you anything. It's just suggestions. Breathe. It's called cardio. It's a little cardio. It just keeps things from atrophying like lungs and heart. Let's add some stuff here. Take your right hand and reach back. Grab the outside of your left knee. Both feet are still pretty even. Shoulders are pretty even. Maybe you want to start bending your right elbow to take a little twist. If it's cool, look up under your left armpit. Some neck twisting here. And just be sweet with it. This is our first twist today. Place your right hand back to down dog. Your left hand is going to reach back there. Grab the outside of your right knee. You know you can slide the hand down towards the ankle if that suits you. But don't compromise the shape. Don't compromise the sweetness just to get more. We got this idea more is better. That's just not the case. Bend your elbow for a little more twist. Look through your armpit for a little neck twisting. Left hand back to down dog. Take a breath, glance forward. Exhale, step or quietly hop your feet to your hands. Breathe in, lift your left leg up behind you. We were here before. It's called standing split. You want fancy Sanskrit? That's okay. Urdhva Pasarita Ika Padasana. Now, begin to open your arms wide. Lifting your torso and your left leg a little higher than your hips, lifting your arms and hands a little higher than everything. It's like an airplane. We just going flying over whatever part of the world you happen to be in. Just kind of maybe let the left hip stay even with the right hip. You don't need a mirror. You got sensation. Just breathe. And looking at the mat so your neck is long. There's no straining. One more inhale, lifting leg, lifting arms, extending, lengthening. Exhale, place both hands on the mat. Left leg is still up, so take a breath and lift it a little higher if you would. Exhale, now just place your left foot on the mat next to your right foot. We breathe in and raise our right leg behind us. Same thing, other side. Finding what's suitable, what's appropriate for your body, lengthen. And then begin to open arms like wings, like, a bird flying through the sky. Balance is wobbly, maybe a bird falling out of the sky. It's okay, just let it be. Once here, try to lift right leg and torso a little higher than pelvis. Reach arms a little higher than everything. You're flying. Enjoy this. It's calm. It's sweet. Take a little breath as you lift and extend. Exhale. Put your hands on the mat. Right leg still up. Breathe in. Lifting right leg to standing split. Breathe out. Set your right foot on the mat next to your left foot. Ooh. Inhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Torso and arms are up. It's Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold. Knees straightening as much as you please. Breathe in. Take a half lift. Lengthen. Breathe out. Hands to the mat. Lower from plank down as slow and smooth. Inhale for a little back bend, a little Cobrasana. Breathe out, maybe do a push-up into down dog asana. Step your right foot forward. Left heel is lifting as you inhale. Come on up to crescent pose. Now here we go, a little addition, a little diversion. Breathe out, rotate your torso to the right. Open your arms wide like wings. Left hand is reaching to the front of the room. Right hand is reaching to the back of the room. And we're just going to indulge here, a little flirtation with it. Breathing, straightening, pushing left heel away, bending right knee without bending left knee, squaring hips. And maybe each exhale finds a little more twist. Inhale, chest forward, arms high, maybe back bending and crescent. Ooh. Exhale, place your hands on the mat, step back to plank and stay there for a moment. Now, you've been here before, you know the deal, and maybe this time you wish to use knees or maybe just discard the entire next little segment. But if you're with me, take a breath and bend your elbows. Let your biceps touch your ribs, your chin touch the mat. No nipples. Exhale, press and strong arms. Inhale, bend elbows. You're just coming halfway down. Let the chin touch. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower halfway. Let the chin touch. Keep your face calm. This is sweet. Exhale, press the plank. Hold this plank for one big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down with control. Feel triceps, deltoids, pectorals. Inhale for your cobra or up dog. Exhale into down dog. Once you get there, just, if you would, step your left foot between your hands. Keep your right heel lifted. Big inhale, rise up to crescent pose. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left. Right hand to front of the room, left hand to the back of the room. And you're just looking right over there at that wall on the left side of the room. If you're feeling precocious, you could rotate your gaze to your left thumb. And don't worry about wobbling. You know, perfect balance is not necessary, not important. The benefit comes from the effort, not the achievement. Inhale, back up to crescent, reach high. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank, lower slowly, controlled, calmly, mindfully. Inhale for back bend. Exhale for down dog. Ho, 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 ho. I don't know. I thought salutations were boring and repetitive. Let's see if we can make them a little more interesting. Couple breaths here. Remember, anytime you like, child's pose is there. Whatever you do, stay with the breath. Even if you step away for a moment for a drink or the restroom, try to do so with even, steady breathing. Everything meditative becomes drink asana, toilet asana, life asana. Take your left hand and place the back of your left hand around behind you on your lumbar spine and begin to finagle that left hand fingertips up between your shoulder blades like you're going to scratch a little itch on the back of your neck. That's it. So left shoulder is getting the stretch, right shoulder is getting some strength. We're getting some balance. Legs are as straight as you like. Go ahead and place your left hand back to down dog. Bring the back of your right hand around to your lumbar. And start finagling it. You know, if you're under 30 years old, finagle is just another word for wiggle. Wiggle your right hand up between your shoulder blades. And notice here, yeah, everything is in left shoulder. See if you can keep shoulders and hips kind of level, even with the mat. Do that with feel, sensation. Don't need mirrors. Breathe. Good. Right hand comes back to downward facing dog. Take a breath and look forward. Breathe out, then come to your Uttanasana. You could step it or hop it. Try to keep your chest on your thighs, on your knees as you inhale. Bend your knees up to 90 degrees. So hips and knees are about the same level. Chest is on thighs. You can have arms out wide like wings as you settle into this. Keep chest on thighs. Keep hips at knee level. Keep nose towards mat. Reach your hands forward, biceps to ears. Now, if you don't mind, start reaching, finding maximum length, crown of skull to tailbone, fingertips to sit bones, lengthen, a little traction without reaction. Breath is steady. Next inhale, legs stay where they're at. Bring shoulders and torso and arms up into chair. Here, stay. Exhale, here, stay, here, breathe. 3 more breaths. Feel this. I know it's intense. You don't see me doing it. Take another breath. Breathe it out. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Ain't that sweet? Raise your left leg behind you on a big old breath of air. Exhale, place hands on hips with left leg lifted. On your inhale, without touching your foot to the mat, if you can, come up to standing with your left knee out in front, right up to your left pectoral. Now that's just a suggested direction. Your left knee might be belly button height, hip height, solar plexus height. Maybe you just have long hamstrings and long glutes and you can actually pull it to your chest. It's just a suggestion. Hands around your hips. Take a breath. Lean your torso to the right. Now exhale, extend your left leg off to the left, side kick. It's called Bruce Lee asana, flirt with the height of your left leg. That's called tensor fascia lata, IT band, lifting, engaging, core is strong, holding your torso to the right. Inhale, bring your torso upright, your left knee back to left chest. Grab your outer left knee with your right hand. Now, while you breathe in, rotate your left hand to the back wall and just take a little twist. A couple of breaths here. Let each exhale twist you in a little more if you like. If you're feeling adventurous, turn your gaze down along your left thumb. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to fall down. Nothing more human in the world than falling down. Inhale, come right back around front, hands on hips. Left knee still lifting. Exhale, set your outer left ankle about 1 centimeter above your right kneecap. Now begin to just squat, bending your right knee, sitting down. You can bend your knee up to 90 degrees. Left knee is falling open. You're getting a little left side stretch. There's some sweetness there. Put your hands together at your heart. That's kind of nice. And if you're not feeling it, if that stretch in your left deep hip is, you're not feeling sensation there, open your arms like wings and just fold your chest out past your left shin. Just fold into it. Sit a little deeper. Whoa. That left hip, that sensation you're feeling is a piriformis muscle. Inhale, come back upright, hands to hips, left knee out in front of you. Resist the temptation to lean backwards. Exhale, straighten your left leg right out in front. It's not about how high can I get it. It's about how much can I feel that left place in my hip that I'll probably never feel again today. Most people never touch this part of their body. It's called psoas. Push heel, pull toes towards kneecap. Reach your biceps to your ears, your fingertips to the ceiling, and take a big breath of air. Exhale without touching left foot if you can. Fold forward, arms out wide, airplane balance. Once again, left leg lifting behind you. Take another breath, lifting, extending. Exhale, put your hands on the mat, drop your head, and then breathe in. Lift your left leg a little higher if you wish. Exhale, left foot on the mat. Woo-hoo-hoo. Breathe in and lift your right leg up behind you. Let's give the left leg and right leg a switch. Hands to hips. Inhale, come up to standing without touching foot if you can. Right knee towards right chest. Notice I said towards. Breathing. Now, just bend your upper body. Just lean it over to the left. And as you exhale, extend your right leg out to the side. It's a side kick. Remember, we call him Bruce Lee. He was awesome. Still is. Breathing. Feeling outer right leg. You know, I'm not looking for pain, just sensation, just a little challenge. Inhale, bring right knee back in front of right chest. Now take a hold of your outer right knee with your left hand and gently exhale into the twist. And again, I say gently. How many times do I say that word, gently? I'm gonna find some new words. Right hand towards the back of the room, moderately twisting just to the point of feeling. Rotate gaze to right thumb, Parshva Dristi, if you please. Don't have to. Inhale, coming back center. As you breathe out, put your outer right ankle about 1 centimeter above your left kneecap. Start squatting down, letting your right knee fall open. Think of pigeon here. Bringing your shin kind of horizontal, like the horizon. Sitting down just as deep as you wish to find sweetness. You know, we find the sensation, the sweetness. We might need to open our arms wide and fold chest to shin. And we find it, and then after a moment, it disappears. We got to make refinements, maybe sitting a little deeper, opening a little wider, breathing a little longer and steadier. Inhale, come back up to standing, right knee out in front. Hands are on hips. On a full exhale, extend your right leg in front of you. Put 100 people in a room with their right leg lifted. 99 of them are going to be thinking they need to lift their leg higher. That's nonsense. Just lift until you feel something in your right hip on the front side of it. Resist the urge to lean back. Inhale, reach up as high as you can. Exhale, fold forward, take arms wide, right leg out behind. We go flying, airplane pose. Take a breath. Exhale your hands to the mat. Right leg is still lifting. Inhale, lift it higher if you like. Exhale, set the foot on the mat. Inhale, bend your knees up to 90 degrees. Reach up high. Chair pose. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat. Lower slowly. Plank pose all the way down slow, or halfway if you're feeling a little froggy. Chaturanga is an option. Take a breath for cobra. Exhale to down dog. End of your exhale, right foot steps right up between your hands. Good. Breathe in, rise up to crescent pose. Breathe out, torso twist to the right, arms are wide. Let's add a little something here. With your torso rotated to the right, bring palms together at your heart. Anjali Mudra. Take a breath. Exhale, bring left elbow to left knee or left tricep to left elbow to right knee, or left tricep to outer right thigh. It's kind of up to you. You got options. Good. Now keep your knee bent so your arm has something to rest on. I know we want to straighten it, but kind of defeats the purpose. Flirting here with the straight left leg. Pressing into one palm to kind of accentuate this twist. It's a little deeper. It's a little sweeter. Now, testing, challenging not only body, but mind and calmness. Inhale, come back up to crescent. I know it's wobbly. Inhale, back up, reach up. You got it. Beautiful. Exhale, put your hands on the mat and step back to plank pose. Hold plank. Oh, no, not those push-ups again. Well, yeah, but you might be saying, no, forget it, Steve. I'm not doing it. You don't have to, but if you got it, take a breath. Bend your elbows. Touch chin, not nipples. Exhale, press back to plank. Inhale, lower with control, elbows bent, biceps to ribs, chin touch. Exhale, press with calmness. Inhale one more time, bend elbows, biceps to ribs, chin to mat, nipples not touching, press. Big breath, hold this plank for a full inhale. Exhale, lower slow and control, little upper body strength. Take a back bend on your inhale. Exhale to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. Step your left foot forward if you do. Rise up, inhaling to crescent pose. Just checking in every little thing, depth and length. Exhale, rotate left, arms wide. Get your twist. Bring your palms together at your heart. Take a breath of air. And exhale, right elbow to left knee, right tricep to left thigh. It's your choice. And now just again, do your checklist, your inventory. You know you're here for a few breaths. Is my right leg long? Is my left knee bent? Do I need to set my right knee down for a second and practice humility and compassion and care? Breathe. Twisting, feeling, abdominal muscles lengthening and contracting. Now again, challenging calmness. Inhale, unwind, rise up the crescent. It's okay to wobble, just breathe. Breathe out, bring your hands to the mat. Step to plank and lower slowly. Stay there. Release the tops of your feet to the mat. Open your arms wide like wings, and on an inhale, lift legs, lift torso, lift arms. With a little moderation, because we're going to be here for a bit. So no sense in blowing out in the first breath or two. We did a lot of push-ups. Let's complement that strength with a little stretch. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Straighten your elbows and lift your hands away from your butt, opening your chest, rolling shoulders back, lifting. We're only here for a few more moments. I could understand your disappointment if we stayed here for another 20 minutes, but it's not. It's just like another 20 seconds. Breathe, lifting, lengthening, pointing toes, finding wherever you can find some sweet sensation. One more inhale, lift a little bit of everything if you like. Exhale, put your hands at cobra, rest your thighs. Inhale for cobra. Exhale for downward facing dog. Settle into your down dog. Find stable distance of feet and hands. Find stable width of hands and feet. Good. And we're going to put this together. Take your left hand, place the back of your left hand on your low spine, about lumbar area, and begin to swiggle it, finagle it, slide it up between your shoulder blades. With your right arm strong, begin lifting your right leg up behind you like three-legged dog. This is called supreme balance. It's okay to fall. It's okay to wobble. It's okay to be challenged. Be kind about it. It's not, the benefit is in the trying, not in the achieving. Breathe. Set your right leg down to down dog. Put your left hand at down dog. Take a breath. Oh, be grateful you're not an octopus. We only have one more side. Right hand behind your back. Gentle, slide it between your shoulder blades. Find your stability, your balance, and just inhale. Lift your left leg behind you. And just feel this. Feel what is trying to roll one way, what is trying to roll the other way. Feel and observe while keeping breath steady and deep. Face is soft. Set your leg down. Return your right hand to the mat. Take a big breath. Exhale. Lower your knees to the mat and go ahead and open your ankles a little wider than hips. Start walking your hands back towards your knees as you lower your seat down between your ankles. We were here before, but now we're warm. So it might have changed. Baggage might have shifted mid-flight. And if you got knees together and ankles wide and you're sitting deep, maybe hands on thighs, might be appropriate to place your hands on the mat behind you. For some of us, maybe bending elbows coming down the forearms, reclining into this hero seat they call Virasana. Just a couple breaths. Feel ankles, knees, thighs. For very few of us, lowering all the way to our back, Supta Virasana, reclined hero. If you choose to do that, lift hips a little bit, poke your tailbone down between your knees, and then set the lower spine down. If you chose to recline, go ahead and start coming back upright, shoulders over hips, sitting upright. Now, Everybody put your hands on the mat. Come to table position. Cross your shins behind you as deep as you can. Just sit back. Bring your butt to the mat. It's kind of a cool little way to sit down. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Now, bend your right knee. Bring your right heel up towards your right sit bone. Ooh. Place your right hand on the mat back there behind you, maybe about 30 centimeters or so. A little twist, chest pointing to the right side of the room. Your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot and begin to just straighten your right leg. You can be holding on to ankle or shin. You can even be holding knee. It's up to you. Take a look over your right shoulder, and if you want, reach your right arm straight back towards the wall. Just wanted you to feel a little core twist as you get a nice stroke along the outer hamstrings of your right leg. It's nice. Yeah, cool. Rotate your chest forward. Left hand inside of right foot. Right hand outside of right foot or ankle or shin. Good. Roll your shoulders back and lift your heart. Point your toes if you're holding the foot. Now, if you wish, keep long spine. Bend your elbows and start bringing shin towards chin. Again, not about how much it looks, how much it feels. Good. With your right leg lifted, chest lifted, shoulders rolled back, let go of your right leg and just keep it there. Bring your hands out about shoulder hip height, palms facing each other, and lift your left leg 12 inches off the mat straight. So right leg is high, left leg is low. Yeah, it's a little challenging. It's okay. Just breathe. Now lower your right leg even with your left leg like a low boat. Prayer hands at your chest. Take a breath. Exhale. Rotate your torso a little bit to the right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale. Rotate your torso a little bit to the left. And you can bend knees if needed. It's okay. Feel. Inhale. Come back center. Exhale. Hug your left knee. Lower your right knee, right leg down straight. Put your left hand on the mat behind you. Take a little torso twist to the left. Right hand grabs outside of left foot or ankle or knee and begin straightening your left leg as much as you like. You can hang out here, or if you wish, turn your gaze over your left shoulder and just lift your left arm. Put those fingertips on the wall behind you there. And now we feel a little core twist as we gently stroke the outer hamstrings of your left leg. It's nice. Rotate back to the front with your right hand, inner left foot, left hand, outer right foot, or ankle or shin. Good. Lift your heart, roll your shoulders back. And on an exhale, bend your elbows and see if you can close the distance between face and shin without rounding your spine. Just finding a little stretch, a little strength. Take a breath here. It's nice. Now that foot, it's going to stay right where it is because you have strong core, strong psoas. It might lower a little, but it's cool. Just let go and put your hands out there about shoulder height and let palms face each other. And keeping left leg up as high as it may be, raise your right leg just about 12 inches off the mat. Left leg high, right leg low, knees bent if necessary or straight if you wish. It's up to you. Lower left leg down even with right leg. Yeah, you don't see me doing it because it's challenging. Take a breath with prayer hands at your heart. Exhale, a little twist to the left. Inhale, come back center. Exhale, a little twist to the right. Calm, steady. Inhale, come center. Exhale, hug your right knee in, lower your left leg. Sit your right ankle about a centimeter above your left kneecap. Bend your left knee and just put it on, or put your left ankle under your right knee. It's double pigeon, fire logs, a lot of different names. If this is too much, just go Sukhasana. Cross your legs a little deeper. Whichever way you choose is cool. On an inhale, reach up really high. Exhale, fold forward. See if you can bring nipples out past shin, and don't round your back until you get all the way to the end of your exhale. While you're down here, a little more length. Look forward, inhale, walk your hands forward, nipples out past shins. Exhale one more time, round into this. You feel that right hip. Once again, piriformis. Interesting muscle, this piriformis. Sometimes it kind of flares up, and for some of us, with the way our shape of our anatomy, it may push on sciatic nerve and give the illusion of a disc problem when it's just a stressed muscle. Stretching it, lengthening it. Stretching creates sensation. Sensation creates circulation. And circulation is the precursor to regeneration. Come on up, nice and easy. Shoulders up over hips. Take legs out straight. Put your outer left ankle a centimeter above your right knee. Bend your right knee and bring your inner right ankle underneath your left knee. And again, you go Sukhasana is also an option here. The double pigeon, if you can, is cool. It's all, again, we're not looking at the aesthetics. We're looking at, am I feeling my hip? Am I stable in this? If not, make necessary adjustments. Inhale, reach, lift, lengthen. Exhale now, fold. Remember, nipples out past shin. Exhale at the round your back at the very end of the exhale. Drop your head. One more lengthening by looking forward, inhaling, walking hands a little bit. And then exhale, drop. At the end of your exhale, just round spine, drop chin, drop forehead. Whoa. I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's just sweet, right? Thinking about everything you just did over the prior hour, in our content, our 200-hour content, we're taught about blueprints and pyramids. Taught about peaks. How many peaks did you see throughout that practice? Or perhaps every sequence was a blueprint building up to a peak sequence. I don't know, something to just consider. Inhale, come on back up, shoulders over hips, sitting upright. Let your legs come out in front. You know what? Bend your knees, hug your knees to your chest. You can balance up on your sit bones, or you can keep your heels down, whatever feels groovy to you. See if you can bring cheekbones to knees. Just tuck it in tight. Oh. And if it's cool with you, from this seated knee hug, just roll back one vertebrae at a time to your back. It's kind of fun. Make sure nothing behind your head, because that's not okay. And then just on your back, keep hugging knees. Keep your right knee hugged in. Lay your left leg out straight on your back. Left hand grabs outside of right knee. Right arm opens like a wing. And then exhale. Just left hand draws right knee over to the left side of the room. Just a little twist. Drop your eyes down the length of your right arm. In this pose, it really loves deep, complete exhales. It's just a reclined twist. We do 1, 2, 3. I think this is our 4th twist, maybe 5th. Come back to the center. Hug your knees, please. Both of them. Hug them in. We want to make a little switch here by keeping the left knee hugged in. Extend your right leg. Lay it on the mat. Right here. Hugging the left knee. Extending the right leg. This is a pose, a stretch all in itself. Push your right heel away. Lengthen right leg. Hug left knee. Stretch. Now use your left arm out like a wing and take your right hand to draw your left knee across your body towards the right wall, exhaling into just a sweet twist. Turn your gaze down the left arm. So we experimented with blueprints and peaks, poses and sequences, a whole lot of salutations, just adding little touches here and there, extending each one a little bit longer. All of a sudden, the salutations are not boring or repetitive. They're getting interesting, adventurous. And holy smokes, a whole hour passed, and all I did was just salutations. How about that? Just breathe. And as teachers, it's something you can experiment with and investigate on your own. Kind of getting stuck, making a lesson plan. Well, I don't know. Start doing salutations, see where it goes. Come back, center, hug your knees. Take any last little movements that you like. Once you got those final movements and wiggles out of your system, extend your legs, your arms into a corpse pose, Shavasana. We just spent an hour preparing for the most important pose of the practice. Find your stillness. Let everything you just did kind of settle and synthesize into your body. And for the first time in this practice, I'm going to ask you to stop breathing deep. Stop breathing intentionally. Just let your breath move however it moves, natural. Let your eyelids be soft, your jaw be soft. Let the flesh of your forehead, your chest, your low abdomen, your thighs just kind of start melting towards the floor. As you pay a little homage to your partner, your body, for all it just did with you. And as you stay in this calm, this stillness, Chitta, Vritta, Nirodha, cessation, the fluctuations of the mind. I encourage you to stay right here as you are for another 5 or 10 or 15 minutes. Just stay Be the witness and observe. Breathe. And as always, I give to you my gratitude and my love. Om Shanti.